How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to what is basically like a mid-year channel update. I'm going to talk about all of the TCGs that I'm currently enjoying, which is a good number of them. They're placed on the channel. I have some announcements to make. You may have seen some of them already. They involve a brand new channel, some stuff I'm doing with that, as well as some other stuff regarding like the Gundam card game, and yeah, just some general updates, merch update, some new Dragon Shield stuff. So yeah, without further ado, we're not going to beat around the bush too much. Let's just go ahead and jump into our overlay and start talking about all of the stuff, including some Patreon updates, because I never talk about the Patreon. I guess we're going to do an update talking about it today. I just had a huge update and a minor overhaul. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so first we're going to talk about my brand new channel, and basically it's going to be because of one of the games that I've been really enjoying right now, and that of course is Magic the Gathering. Here you can see my channel as it normally is, but I wanted to show you a quick way to get to the new channel so you didn't have to type it in. So you can just go to the main Red Zone Rogue channel here, and you can just scroll down and look, here's the new channel, my Magic the Gathering channel, Rogue Planeswalkers Guild, and we're going to click that from here. And so here is the brand new Magic the Gathering channel, Rogue Planeswalkers Guild. And a longtime viewers of Red Zone Rogue might be like, hey, didn't you used to have an old Magic channel with like over 1,000 subs? Yes, I did. And I technically still have that channel, but I really wanted to start from scratch and kind of start over as I'm just loving Magic the Gathering again. And that's entirely what this channel is about. I've been really enjoying Magic for basically all that it is. Not what you would think, like I'm not really enjoying it because of like Commander or whatever. I'm fine with Commander, and actually might make some Commander content soon, but I've been enjoying it because of stuff like Pauper, you know, friends that have been playing Magic, like my good buddy Bill from the Spike Feeders, who used to be part of our old podcast. I have a whole hour-long video like talking with Bill about getting back into Magic. So if you want some of those old Living Legends vibes, hey, go check this video out. It got age restricted for some reason, or just got like restricted, so it doesn't have a lot of views. None of these have a lot of views. This channel, by the way, only 226 subscribers. It's still pretty new, still very small, and it's genuinely just a labor of love. It's not monetized. I'm just making the videos because I genuinely really loving Magic right now. And if you like Magic the Gathering, please check out the channel. I've been uploading to it pretty frequently. You can see, like, you know, 1 day ago, 3 days ago, 6 days ago, 7 days, every couple days I upload a new video to this channel talking about something regarding Magic. Here, I check out the Final Fantasy set, and you can even see this. I put a little bit of extra elbow grease into these videos because I really want them to do well, and I want the channel to kind of take off. Here's a top 5 about my favorite format, which is Pauper. So if you are interested in getting into Magic or checking out like Pauper, for example, hey, check out this video. It's only like 6 minutes long. But yeah, talk about pre-modern, and have a brand new series that I'm calling Magic the Gathering Flashback, going over all 10 of the sets that I missed during my hiatus. I have episode 1 out now. Episode 2 will be out probably also now. It's not out at the time of this recording, but the time this goes live, we should have a brand new video out on that. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about, Magic the Gathering. Like I said, I've been genuinely loving Magic and getting back into Magic. So if you play Magic, or want to play Magic or anything, please check out the channel. Like I said, it's small. Help me get to that 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna open up an Ice Age starter at 1,000, and we'll do some sort of giveaway at the time too. And then my lofty goal for the year is 10K for the Rogue Planeswalkers Guild. And I have a couple other things I want to talk about this before we move on to other stuff. Don't worry, we'll talk about Gundam, we'll talk about some of the other new merch, but I wanted to mention a couple other things with this channel. Currently, I'm using some what I would call placeholder artwork, so I actually own this original artwork. We made these actually when I was covering Flesh and Blood, the banners from our 10K subscriber milestone for Red Zone Rogue, and this one's just a really beautiful piece by artist Sylvia Meliani of actually Katsumi. This is the more realistic, both of these are the more realistic versions of Katsumi, which is, you know, our channel mascot. But I'm commissioning an artist to do a brand new original artwork for a Rogue Planeswalkers Guild. I'm taking this very seriously. We already have 11 videos and counting. They're not going to stop. Like I said, it's a genuine labor of love. And so I'm actually commissioning this artist that I've worked with before, that you may have recognized his art if you follow some of my content creator friends like Ignitius, called CT. You can see spelled like this. And he's an artist that does a really, really cute anime style, but also an artist who's very familiar with Magic. And I really wanted someone who could do both, because I still want to keep the kind of general vibe of Red Zone Rogue over on the new Magic channel. And so I'm hiring CT. He's also done beautiful, great Magic artwork here. And so what are we doing? Well, we're doing something that I'm calling the Project Red Zone Moxen series. And so what we're doing is we're taking all of our original characters. So here's our 4 original characters. This is the Project Red Zone Mecha series, but this is kind of like their current, most up-to-date design. All done by Pinakas, which is a mecha model kit and manga artist. Pinakas is great. And what we're doing is we're going to make all these characters, basically give them a new outfit for the Magic the Gathering channel. So like an in-world Magic related outfit, and they're all going to be holding a corresponding Moxen that corresponds to one of their colors for Magic. So Katsumi here, this is extremely high def. She's going to be holding the Mox Sapphire, and then Villain, the Mox Jet. So we have Katsumi is blue, Villain is black, Vea is white, Asami, not Asami. This is Mika. Asami is Villain. Mika is Etoile. I know their code names better than their actual names. Mika Takaya, or Etoile, she's red. But that leaves one more additional color that we haven't talked about for Magic the Gathering. That's green, which means we're going to be designing a brand new character that is going to be green aligned. She's going to have short hair like this. It's going to be black. She's going to be wearing glasses, and she's going to be green aligned for Magic. She's going to be very smart and witty. Eventually, I will commission another Project Red Zone mecha piece for this character as well. So she will get a mecha piece eventually as well. So if you're watching this and you only care about Gundam and you're still watching this part, hey, well, first of all, thank you for checking out the whole video. But also, hey, there's something a little bit for you. Expect a new Project Red Zone mecha piece. And this one will probably be more white aligned for Gundam, because like here they all correspond to Gundam colors. So we have, green, purple, red, and then blue for the most part here, even though it's kind of a mixture of blue and white. We can make the new character, whose name is either going to be Yuzuki or Tamaki. I'm not quite sure yet. Or we can do like a more Western name, but those are the 2 names we're going with currently. She's going to probably have a white outfit. The background color might be a little bit different, but I think it'll make sense for her to have more of like a white outfit to correspond to some Gundam stuff. So yeah, so there's a new Project Red Zone character announcement. And what we're going to be doing with these is I'm going to have each character individually, not with a background, but just done individually, so we can actually put them all in a banner here. And then we're also going to commission CT to do Katsumi just like holding some cards or whatever, and that'll be the new channel avatar for the Rogue Planeswalkers Guild. And so that's kind of in the works. He's currently working on some other commissions, but that'll happen in the next month or so, however long it takes. And then that brings me to the Red Zone Rogue Patreon. Now we're not going to spend too long here on the Patreon, but I wanted to mention, hey, I do have a Patreon, and if you'd like to support, this is an amazing way to do so. I have a bunch of tiers where you can just support the channel, but I also have some tiers where you get some monthly cards or booster packs or anything like that. But I'm also kind of juicing it up a little bit. We're going to talk about how I'm changing some of the cards and adding additional cards, like additional types of cards, like Magic, for example. But I'm also doing a monthly Patreon exclusive video that's Patreon exclusive. And this will just be like a huge update talking about the month, things I have planned, maybe some extra things, my thoughts about TCGs in the market, my thoughts about what games are doing. It'll just be like kind of like a catch-all video, so I can just chat with patrons. That kind of a video that I normally wouldn't do here on Red Zone Rogue. So that's an additional thing. All paid patron members will have access to those videos. And then the other thing is the Project Red Zone cards. And so these are things that patrons get every single month, but extra ones they just go to the merch store. So you can buy them on the merch store if there's any extras, but there's no guaranteed quantities for merch store stuff. These go to patrons first, and then extras go to the merch store. And these are the new frames that we're using. So these are essentially like modified Magic the Gathering token frames. And you can see here for like this EX resource. In fact, I'll use the new one. I'll use the Etoile one. We have a new font, a new like more Gundam style font. And they also added like some little bit of a flavor, like a quote from each of the characters down here to help flesh out where they are in this own like custom world that we are building here. The Project Red Zone Mecha world. I also kind of made it so that you have a base and a resource of each character corresponding to their faction. So we have our protagonist Katsumi, and then the secondary character would be Vea here. So we have the EX resource and the base, and then for the rival character we have Asami Reika or villain for the EX base, and then we have Etoile for the resource. So you can kind of pair them together if you get them both. And I will likely have extras of these, and like I said, I'll put these on the merch store. And then the other thing is using some of our previously commissioned and designed more Magic-y artwork. These, like I said, these were done when I was doing Flesh and Blood content, but they work perfectly for Magic because I do everything as original in-world of my own in-world characters, so nothing I do is like copywritten, so I can actually freely swap to whatever. So we have like this hero token, soldier token, another hero token, and then a beautiful wizard token here. And like I mentioned, these will likely be future Patreon rewards. All of these, for the most part, will be spot foiled. Some of them that I actually don't have all of the layers in the Photoshop file, they will not be spot foiled. Maybe I can contact the artist again to see, but likely not. One thing to note that I think is really cool is that this artist in particular, that did this artwork, her name is Emanuela Crovius. She did this one as well as this one. She helped me design both Vea. This is Vea's original design, and Villain, or Asami Reika's. This is her original design, and you can actually see that I paired them next to their current designs. She's a Magic the Gathering artist, so that works, perfectly. She most recently worked on Final Fantasy and Marvel. So yeah, she's fantastic and great to work with. So I actually have some original art done by an actual official Magic artist. This one is Katsumi, and as you can see over here, also Katsumi, and then this nameless dude who kind of looks like me. That wasn't exactly intentional, but it just kind of ended up looking like me. Shout out to Bima, maybe that was intentional on his part, but I did not ask for I want a guy who looks like me. Anyway, so yeah, these are going to be new tokens as part of the Patreon, and just kind of incorporating more Magic stuff. I want to mention, as a final thing to talk about the new Magic channel, the Rogue Planeswalkers Guild. I'm probably not going to be mentioning it too much more. I might mention it here and there, or shout out a video on the whatever, but I'm probably not going to mention it too much more other than this, because I do want to keep them kind of separate. And if you're not into Magic, then it's fine. I don't want to kind of be too intrusive with it with the main channel, in which case we're still going to be doing all of the other stuff. And so speaking of all of the other stuff here, let's just go to Red Zone Rogue as the page loads. And so yeah, we're going to be continuing on with all of the other main games. So if you had to ask me, hey, what's your main game right now? It's Gundam, right? Obviously it's Gundam. It's the game that I talk about the most. It's the game that I play the most. Gundam is my main game. There's a ton more Gundam content coming. I have openings and reviews of the new SD set that I'm a little bit lukewarm on, but we'll talk about it. And then obviously tons and tons of spoilers, and talk about the next set. Gundam Set 5 is looking amazing. And then we'll have more deck techs, and I have some pretty fun off-meta decks that we're going to feature. I have this cool Rosamia deck and some other stuff. So yeah, if you're a fan of Gundam and you're here for Gundam, yeah, I mean, that's the main thing for Red Zone Rogue right now. So obviously it's not going anywhere. I'm just genuinely, I'm a huge fan of the Gundam franchise, and covering Gundam has been an extremely positive experience for me. And I'm so glad that a lot of other folks like it. So yeah, Gundam's kind of the main thing here now. Other games, Grand Archive, also another one of my main games, also not going anywhere. We're gonna have a lot more Grand Archive content as well, kind of like gearing up for the new set. I'm pretty excited for it. It looks really cool. It's like a sci-fi style set. Obviously I'll have more content about that as well, and I'll continue to do news stuff as things roll out, but it's more like a less, you know, like every month, every week or other week, whereas like Gundam's like multiple a week. And then finally we have Shadowverse Evolve. I'm still a Shadowverse Evolve ambassador. I really love Shadowverse Evolve. It's just one of those games that just the views just quite aren't up to stuff. It tells me that the audience here, you guys, aren't engaging with it enough, or as much as some of these other games right here. But I still really like it, and I'll still be covering it every now and then. I'm still an ambassador, and you know, I want to support the game. I think it's fantastic. And then the final game, it's technically not a main of mine yet, and that is Cyberpunk. If you don't know, you've probably seen it here and there. I have a Cyberpunk podcast with Main Deck Dan. It's hosted over on his channel, but we do the collab thing. And when Cyberpunk, I don't think of it as a main game yet because it's not officially out yet. I don't consider any game a main game until it's actually out. And so we'll see what happens when that comes out. But I'll be obviously doing this podcast with Dan for hopefully the very far, you know, into the very far future. It's really fun, and I love it, and I'm a big fan of Cyberpunk, so yeah. And then, you know, other stuff like Gundam Assemble. This kind of goes with Gundam. I'll be doing some Gundam Assemble stuff as it rolls out. I'm really looking forward to it. And then just like, you know, other stuff. So that's kind of like what I'm into right now. The TLDR is Gundam is my main game. If you had to put a second on me, it's probably Magic right now. I've been really loving Magic. Like, it's been genuinely so much fun playing Pauper and Pre-Modern, and I'm getting into Canadian Highlander, and I've been playing Cube. Magic has been just a lot of fun just playing it. So Gundam is like number 1 for me. Magic is probably number 2, and then Grand Archive, and then Shadowverse. But they're all like pretty close. I'd probably rank Grand Archive and Shadowverse like pretty close. But I'd be lying if I didn't say Gundam wasn't my number 1. I think it's pretty obvious if you look at the channel. And then Magic, I think, is also pretty obvious. I have a brand new channel just talking about Magic. I feel like separating Magic, by the way, was really the right move because, as you can see, not a lot of people have like already adopted, like went over to Magic, which tells me that a lot of the folks out there, a lot of you folks out there, either don't know that I have the channel or just aren't interested in Magic. And both things, like one of those things is cool. I could let people know here. But the other thing, if you're not interested in it, just tells me that it's good to just make the second channel so people who are interested in it can just watch the second channel, which is just going to be just only Magic stuff, and Magic adjacent things. So yeah, that's kind of the update with Red Zone Rogue specifically. Now let's talk about some merch. So this is the official Red Zone Rogue card back that we made quite a while ago. You may have seen this if you got any of my custom cards. This is the card back we use for the custom cards. Now, Dragon Shield is making black border sleeves. Previously they had white borders, and you can kind of see some of the differentiation between the design of the black and then the black of the actual sleeves here. But basically what I'm getting at is I'm going to be making some, you know, custom Dragon Shield black border sleeves, and we're going to test them out, and I'm probably going to do a whole review talking about them and see if they have the same quality and all the kind of stuff as their regular white border sleeves. But if everything goes well, I will be doing a brand new print run of, first of all, these new sleeves, and I think they look so good. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I really love our card back design. It was designed by anime artist Honshu. If you didn't recognize, here we have Katsumi here, and this is her. This is kind of one of her original designs, where she's kind of like a wizard, a sorceress, and it's like a reflected Katsumi here. Looks so good. And we're also going to do our Mecha series. It's our most popular and honestly among my favorite. And then we might do some additional ones, like some additional pieces that we haven't done in a while. Like here's this Katsumi piece, and then we could bring back some originals like this one that would, you know, be more that would coincide more with the Magic stuff. But I mean, like, I think for this, we'll do all of the Project Red Zone Mecha. So we'll do all 4 of them. And then like this, and a couple of these, and this. So I expect like a decent amount, but probably only like not a ton of each for the initial print run, because it's really expensive. So maybe like 5 of each, 5 to 10 of each. That's still a huge print run for me if I do 5 to 10 of each of all of these. Because like 5 of each of these is like, you know, Just 10 of each of these would be 40 boxes, 50 boxes, 60 boxes, 70 boxes of sleeves. Is a lot of sleeves, man. And obviously I don't get, I don't get paid for them until someone buys them. So it's a lot of money to put up front. So I do think these look really good though. Like, look at this. Looks really sleek. So I'm excited for these, and stay tuned for a video opening or reviewing these, right? I'll be doing the RZR card back and at least one of the mecha series for the review. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's go ahead and go back to me. It's been 20 minutes of me yapping and doing these updates, but once again, the TLDR is, hey, go check out the Rogue Planeswalkers Guild Magic the Gathering channel if you're into Magic the Gathering at all. Another just little elevator pitch for it. I'll be covering a lot of 1v1 formats. I'll be covering Pauper. I'll be covering Canadian Highlander, pre-modern, maybe a little bit of Commander here and there of stuff that interests me. I'll be covering new sets. We just be talking about stuff. We have we have Magic product reviews. I already have a Dragon Shield sleeve review for Magic there, and then as well as the flashback series. Like I said, I put a little extra elbow grease into them with a nice little like intro and everything. Here, let me see. Let me mute myself. But I do like a little like voiceover intro for these. Like I said, put a little bit of extra juice to make them just a little bit nicer. So check them out if you're into Magic, and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. And like I said, we'll be opening the it's not in the background of this video. We'll be opening Ice Age starter and probably doing some sort of giveaway. Maybe like a nice giveaway. We'll see what we do. But here, let's go back to me. Yo, it's me again. Thank you all so much for watching and listening to the channel update. Once again, Rogue Planeswalkers Guild, the Patreon. We're just not stopping with Gundam. If it wasn't obvious, like I mentioned, Gundam is basically the main thing here on Red Zone Rogue at this point, with Grand Archive and Shadowverse as like other main games. I didn't mention it, but I will be at Anime Expo in a couple weeks, so stop by and say hi. I can't say why quite yet, but I'll be there officially doing a thing. So yeah, I'll just say that an anime company hired me to do one of the things, so I'll be there like in an official capacity, and it's probably not who you think. So I mean, maybe if you guessed, but I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching and listening, and for the support. Whether you're a Patreon supporter or you are a new viewer, supporter of Gundam, or someone who's gonna go check out the Magic channel, I appreciate you either way. So yeah, maybe like this video. I don't know. This is just a channel update, so it's not really gonna be pushed out to too many people. I'll probably have a full deck, like what decks I'm enjoying video coming out soon. This is just talking about the games that I'm currently enjoying and covering on the channel, but I'll probably have a video soon talking about all the decks that I'm enjoying. So stay tuned for that. Lots of Gundam stuff coming up as well. New Grand Archive stuff. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. See you next time.